Time has a quiet way of taking the voices we grew up with, the faces we trusted, and the stories that shaped our lives. This week, the world said goodbye to remarkable souls whose work became part of our memories. Tonight, we honor their lives, their impact, and the moments they gave us. This tribute is shared with love by Celebrity Tribute Hub. Rob Reiner was more than a filmmaker. He was a storyteller who helped define modern American cinema and television. As an actor and director, he brought humor, heart, and humanity into millions of homes. Many remember him from All in the Family, while his films shaped generations of movie lovers. The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and This Is Spinal Tap remain timeless classics. Rob Reiner passed away on December 14, 2025, at the age of 78. Authorities reported sharp force injuries, a shocking loss that stunned the world. His passing feels deeply personal because his stories were deeply personal. Through laughter, romance, and reflection, Rob Reiner reminded us what it meant to be human, and his legacy will forever live on screen. Michelle Singer Reiner lived a life behind the camera, capturing moments with depth, compassion, and quiet strength. As a photographer and film producer, she shaped stories not through spotlight but through vision. Her work reflected sensitivity, truth, and artistic care. Michelle supported creative projects that celebrated identity, storytelling, and meaningful expression. She passed away on December 14, 2025, at the age of 68. Her death, caused by sharp force injuries, was both tragic and heartbreaking. Beyond her professional achievements, Michelle is remembered for her warmth and creative spirit. Her legacy lives in the images she preserved, the stories she helped bring to life, and the love she shared with those closest to her. She will always be remembered with respect and tenderness. Peter Arnett was a voice of truth during some of the world's darkest moments. As a Pulitzer Prize-winning war correspondent, he brought history into living rooms with courage and clarity. From the Vietnam War to the Gulf War, his reporting shaped how generations understood global conflict. He believed journalism carried responsibility, honesty, and humanity. Peter Arnett passed away on December 17, 2025, at the age of 91. His death was due to natural causes, closing a long and impactful life. His legacy stands as a reminder that truth matters, even when it is uncomfortable. Peter Arnett's work will continue to educate, challenge, and inspire journalists and viewers who believe the world deserves honest storytelling. Norman Podhoretz was one of the most influential intellectual voices of his era. As a writer, editor, and political thinker, he shaped conversations that reached far beyond the printed page. Through essays, books, and editorial leadership, he challenged readers to confront ideas boldly. Norman Podhoretz passed away on December 16, 2025, at the age of 95. His death came from natural causes, marking the end of a long life devoted to thought and debate. Whether admired or contested, his work mattered deeply. His words continue to echo in political and cultural discussions, reminding us that ideas have power and that intellectual legacy endures long after a voice is gone. Joe Ely was the sound of open roads, restless hearts, and honest American storytelling. As a singer-songwriter, he blended country, rock, and folk into music that felt both raw and timeless. His songs carried grit, poetry, and authenticity. Joe Ely passed away on December 15, 2025, at the age of 78. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His passing feels like the fading of a familiar melody. For fans, his music wasn't just entertainment, it was memory, emotion, and identity. Joe Ely's voice continues through every lyric sung, every road traveled with his songs playing softly in the background. His legacy remains deeply personal to those who listened. Gil Gerard became a television icon through charm, confidence, and futuristic adventure. Best known as the star of Buck Rogers in the 25th century, he inspired imaginations during television's golden sci-fi era. His performance brought hope, escapism, and excitement to millions of viewers. Gil Gerard passed away on December 16, 2025, at the age of 82. His death was due to natural causes. For fans, his role symbolized optimism about the future. Gil Gerard's legacy lives in reruns, memories, and the joy of discovering a hero who believed tomorrow could be brighter. his work remains a cherished part of television history. Rodrigo Borja Ceballos served his nation with intellect, leadership, and dedication. As president of Ecuador from 1988 to 1992, he guided his country through challenging times. A lawyer, scholar, and statesman, he valued democracy and education. Rodrigo Borja passed away on December 18, 2025, at the age of 90. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His leadership left a lasting imprint on Ecuadorian political history. To many, he represented thoughtful governance and principled public service. His legacy endures in institutions strengthened by his leadership and in the memories of a nation shaped by his vision. Jim Hunt was one of the most influential governors in American history. Serving North Carolina across multiple terms, he dedicated his life to education reform and public service. Jim Hunt passed away on December 18, 2025, at the age of 88. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His leadership helped shape opportunities for generations of students and families. Jim Hunt's legacy is measured not in headlines but in classrooms, policies, and lives improved. He will be remembered as a public servant who believed government could genuinely serve the people. Hans van Manen transformed modern ballet with elegance, discipline, and emotional depth. As a choreographer, his work bridged classical tradition and contemporary expression. His influence reached stages across the world. Hans van Manen passed away on December 17, 2025, at the age of 93. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Dancers described his work as demanding yet profoundly human. His choreography continues to move audiences long after his final curtain call. Hans van Manen's legacy lives through movement, music, and the enduring beauty of dance. Rosa von Braunheim was a fearless voice in cinema and activism. As a filmmaker and LGBTQ pioneer, he challenged silence and stigma through art. His films confronted society with honesty and courage. Rosa von Braunheim passed away on December 17, 2025, at the age of 83. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His work gave visibility to stories often ignored. Rosa's legacy remains powerful, reminding the world that storytelling can be an act of resistance, healing, and hope. Greg Biffle raced with intensity, discipline, and determination. As a NASCAR driver, he earned respect through skill and perseverance. His career inspired fans who saw strength in his consistency. Greg Biffle passed away on December 18, 2025, at the age of 55. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His passing shocked the motorsports community. Beyond trophies, Greg Biffle's legacy lives in the passion he brought to the track and the fans who followed every lap of his journey. Carl Carlton brought rhythm, soul, and unforgettable grooves into music history. Best known for She's a Bad Mama Jamma, his sound defined an era. Carl Carlton passed away on December 14, 2025, at the age of 71, due to natural causes. His music still plays at celebrations, reminding listeners of joy and movement. Carl Carlton's legacy is alive in every beat that makes people dance, smile, and remember. Humphrey Burton was a guiding voice in classical music broadcasting. As a television presenter and producer, he made complex art accessible and meaningful. Humphrey Burton passed away on December 17, 2025, at the age of 94. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His legacy endures through recordings, programs, and generations who learned to love classical music through his guidance. Boyan Radev stood as a symbol of strength and national pride. As an Olympic wrestling champion, he represented excellence and discipline. Boyan Radev passed away on December 18, 2025, at the age of 82. His cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His victories inspired generations of athletes. His legacy lives in the spirit of competition, resilience, and honor he brought to sport. Their lives may have ended, but their work continues to live within us. Through film, music, words, and movement, these legends shaped our memories and our time. Which of these remarkable lives touched you the most? Share their name below and let their legacy live on together.